in this video I will show you how to apply the LiquaMASK onto a substrate. I'll pour just a little bit into a container, and as you can tell, it's about the consistency of honey. It's a pretty thick material and it will be brushed on to the substrate. The reason I'm putting it into a separate container again is because I will be brushing it, and then if I have any excess LiquaMASK I can then take a lid and put it on there and it is sealed, keeping the air from drying it out. So I am using just a foam brush here. You can use a roller or a regular brush. I will take quite a bit and I will just start brushing it onto the substrate. When it goes on, it will appear uneven, but as it dries, it will level itself out. You can see that it goes on quite easily and quite quickly. And it doesn't have to be a perfectly even coating, but you don't want huge obvious hunks of LiquaMASK in certain areas and no LiquaMASK in others. So again, I'm continuing to brush it on. I am going to look for areas that maybe don't have any LiquaMASK at all as I am doing this, so that again the cleanup process will be very nice and easy to do. LiquaMASK can be applied 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time, so there is no need to wait until the day that you need to engrave a product. It will still come off just as easy the day you brush it on and it dries as if you were to brush it on 3 weeks prior and then try to remove it. It is not going to damage the substrate by sitting on there like an adhesive would, for example, like on a paper mask. You certainly don't want that to sit on your substrate for an extended period of time because that adhesive will transfer onto the substrate, potentially causing damage to it. So I have this brushed on. Again, it's going to look a little uneven, and I will get a close-up in just a minute. So I have it applied. It's brushed on. It's going to look a little uneven, but we'll come back when it's dry and we'll show you what it looks like. I did get some overrun right over here, but that's okay because once it dries, I'll just peel it off as well. It will take about 20 minutes for the LiquaMASK to dry. If you are in a sunny area, it doesn't even have to be that warm outside. If you're in a sunny area, you can put it outside in the sun and that will help it dry quicker. You can also run a fan in the room. That will help it dry quicker. And again, don't wait until the day that you need something. If you get your frames shipped to you, slap on the LiquaMASK when you get your frames. That way when you need to engrave something or engrave something at the very last minute, you've got that frame. Once this is dry, you can stack all your frames on top of each other and the substrates will be perfectly protected. And we'll come back when this is dry. Okay, so I'm back and my frame is now dry and it has evened out. I'm able to touch it. It's not sticky or tacky or anything like that at all. And I'll place it in the laser engraver and we'll come back and look at the cleanup process. Okay, this frame has now been laser engraved. It has the LiquaMASK on it. And I could go ahead and tear off the LiquaMASK easily right now. I'm going to instead do an extra step of paint filling to further show how wonderful this product is in the cleanup process. And I'll come back when it's been paint filled. Okay, so my item has been paint filled and the paint has dried, and now it's time for the cleanup process. So with the LiquaMASK, you just start a corner, pick it up, and start to peel. It doesn't get much easier than that for cleanup. So it's going to take away not only the smoke residue, but it's also going to take away the excess paint that is from the paint filling process. So I just tear this away, and I mean really, how much easier can it get than that? You can see on this example that it has the smoke residue on there and of course the excess paint. But look at all that smoke residue, even if we didn't do any paint filling, how it has really just taken that right off, and you can see how easy it was to do that. Now of course there's going to be some weeding out of the letters, like inside of a P or an A, but that would be the case with the paper mask or any other type of mask anyway. So what I like to do is I take a thin piece of plastic. For example, this is my business card made out of an engraver's plastic, and I just go in and I just flick it away, and that's it. You can use your fingernails if you prefer. I wouldn't use anything like an X-Acto knife because you might damage your substrate. I would use something that's pretty simple, and you just go around and take it off. You could probably even get a paper towel and scrub, and that would, you know, take off any of the excess as well. And so I just go in here and get these pieces to lift up. It comes right off. You can see that the LiquaMASK is not leaving behind a sticky residue on my substrate. It's cleaning off, and it is creating a very nice product. Again, that is easy to clean and quick to clean. It comes right off and reveals the natural substrate. And I don't know if any of you have paint filled before, but this would take a long time to clean away the excess with paint fill. Not that it's extremely difficult, it just takes a while, and you do have to do a little bit of scrubbing to get off any of the excess paint that occurred in the painting process. And you can see that it has cleaned off beautifully and easily. And in this short little bit of time, I have already cleaned half of this frame, and the rest of it will go by just as quickly. And I will return in just a minute to show you the entire finished product. Well, here is the finished frame. You can see that it has cleaned out very nice, very easy. It took me only maybe an additional minute from when I left the video. And again, this is very easy. And if you were not doing the paint filling, you would see that the entire cleanup process was this easy. And with the paint filling in there, it took just a little extra to get some of those weedings out. But very simple and easy to use. Prep time can be done ahead of time. You don't have to worry about damaging the substrate. Do it weeks in advance and you'll be all ready to go.